Obi-Wan, have you done this class? Have you trained?
Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Welcome back to another video. So today we've got a big one to go through. Ever since the Kenobi series was announced, there have been tons of rumours and speculation regarding Qui-Gon Jinn making a return to Star Wars. Before we jump in, remember to subscribe to the channel so we can finish this Kenobi journey together and move on to the other exciting Star Wars projects. And remember to leave a like on the video, it's massively appreciated and it really helps out the channel, so thank you. So up until this point, Obi-Wan Kenobi hasn't been able to communicate with Qui-Gon Jinn. And I think it's probably because he's given up the fight. His faith in the Jedi and the Force is greatly diminished and his mind is troubled and clouded, and Obi-Wan's probably got worse as the years have gone by. As the Kenobi show has progressed, we have seen the Obi-Wan of old return, or should I say the new Obi-Wan, of a version that's much closer to what we see in A New Hope. At various points throughout the show, we see Obi-Wan try and communicate with Qui-Gon unsuccessfully, which tells me that he's already received the training from Master Yoda to do that, he's just unable to put it into action until now. Now, these leaks are coming from Making Star Wars, who have a solid track record with Star Wars leaks. And for me, it seems obvious Qui-Gon would return, otherwise why would they bother mentioning him throughout the series? And here's what the leaks say. However, just as all seems lost, Kenobi is firmly in touch with the Force now, and this is during his rematch with Darth Vader. Yes, he has another fight in episode 6. As Darth Vader and Kenobi clash, the disembodied voice of Qui-Gon Jinn guides him and coaches him in his most desperate part of the fight. Or in the most desperate part of the fight, it actually says. How the fight is resolved is still unknown, but Kenobi wins with the guidance of Qui-Gon. Now, there is another scene with Qui-Gon that we'll go through in a moment, but I just want to say, I really like how we get a slight preview of Qui-Gon at this point in Kenobi's journey during the Vader fight for a few reasons. The first one being Obi-Wan has finally brought himself back to where he should be at this point in time mentally, and also with the help of Leia, Tala and the others. And it does sound like he's actually losing to Vader until Qui-Gon appears. So maybe what finally tips it over the edge is his resilience throughout the fight and his faith in the Force right up until the end, which would be great to see. Also, it is essentially at this point in time Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon facing Vader, which is mind-blowing almost, because Qui-Gon was the one that actually brought Anakin into the Jedi Order and saved him from slavery, completely changed his life. And if Qui-Gon actually survived and didn't lose to Maul and actually continued to train Anakin, Anakin's life would have probably taken a much different path. I think it'd also be cool to see Qui-Gon communicate with Vader, or Vader to feel Qui-Gon's presence during the fight with Kenobi, but I doubt we'll see that, but it'd be pretty cool if we did. And last but not least, this part is the one we've all been waiting for. As the series draws to a close, the leaks go on to say, Kenobi is now back where he started, but he has changed spiritually. Qui-Gon Jinn appears to him as a full Force ghost. Obi-Wan is amazed to physically see the spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn before him. Qui-Gon asks him what took him so long and tells him he has been with him the entire time. So the way that that's explained, it sounds like what I would like it to be Obi-Wan back in his cave and he sits down and that's when Qui-Gon appears. That would be pretty epic, because that was the first time in the show he was in his cave during the night and he tried to reach out to him and couldn't. It'd be quite cool if he just gets back into the cave now, it's night time, and that's when he hears and sees Qui-Gon again. That would just be almost like coming full circle for me. Now, these leaks are more like bullet points, like a rough, like an outline, like a guide of what we can expect to see in episode 6. And I'm sure there will be much more context to what Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan actually talk about, maybe at the end of the show or during the fight, other than just a few lines, or I hope there would be anyway. I personally think it would be great to see Liam Neeson come back into Star Wars as Qui-Gon Jinn, and I think it would be a true love letter for the prequel fans to see that. And it'll also be interesting to hear his take on the events with Anakin and Obi-Wan and the state of the galaxy at this point in time. So Liam Neeson has previously poured cold water on the idea of actually coming back and playing Qui-Gon on a TV show like Kenobi on Disney+. He's more into doing the films. But to be honest, I think he's just pulling our leg here. Like Obi-Wan had to, well, Ewan McGregor had to deny he was coming back as Kenobi for years. Liam Neeson's most likely doing the same thing, because he's already done voice work for the Clone Wars, and he's also agreed to, take part in an animated series as Qui-Gon called Tales of a Jedi, where he'll be lending his voice again. So, I mean, make of that what you will, but I think that's just basically the typical case of an actor denying and denying and denying until it comes out. I mean, that is if he does indeed elaborate on it. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Would you be buzzing to get Qui-Gon Jinn back in Star Wars? I'm pretty sure a lot of you would be. Actually, leave a like if you're excited to see Qui-Gon return. And judging by them leaks, are you happy with it happening in that way? Bearing in mind it's just a rough guideline and there's probably much more context that we're going to see on the screen as opposed to just reading the leaks. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next video. May the Force be with you.